She doesn't need to say the words. Her silence screams. Her patterns shift. Her eyes no longer lock onto yours the same way. And if you're a man tuned into your instincts, a man who values truth more than illusion, you'll see it. Because a woman who cheats always leaves signs. But most men, they ignore them. They rationalize them. They hold on to a fantasy. That love is still alive. That loyalty still exists. That she would never do that. And that blindness costs them everything. In this video, we're going to expose what most men refuse to see, not to feed your paranoia, but to protect your power. This isn't about hate. It's about clarity. It's about recognizing the truth early, so you can walk with dignity, not crawl with regret. Cheating doesn't begin with the act. It begins long before. It starts with emotional distance, a break in rhythm, a delayed reply, a compliment she used to give that no longer comes. A man she swears is just a friend who suddenly comes up more often in conversation. And behind all of it, an energy shift, from connection to withdrawal, from openness to secrecy, from us to me. Men often get caught off guard because they're emotionally invested. They've already built a future in their heads. They've attached their worth to her loyalty. But Stoicism teaches us something different. The Stoic doesn't attach to assumptions. He doesn't demand control over others. He observes, like a hawk. He sees things as they are, not as he wishes they were. And once the signs are clear, he doesn't react emotionally. He doesn't beg. He doesn't fight for answers. He does the most powerful thing a man can do. He detaches. Lesson: the signs she's already checked out. Here are the 7 subtle but powerful signs a woman is emotionally detaching and possibly stepping outside the relationship. 1. Sudden privacy with her phone. She used to scroll next to you without flinching. Now the screen always faces down. Notifications are silenced. She walks out of the room for a quick call. Privacy becomes secrecy. And a Stoic man doesn't snoop. He doesn't play detective. He watches. He listens. He notices the change. Because where there is secrecy, there's usually something to hide. 2. The emotional cold front. She no longer asks how your day was. She stops caring about your struggles. Conversations become short. Her words get clipped, cold, and indifferent. This is where most men try harder. They buy gifts, plan dates, ask what's wrong. But a Stoic man? He doesn't chase connection. He observes disconnection and accepts it. 3. A new friend you've never heard of. There's a new guy, a coworker, a gym buddy, someone she just met through a friend. He suddenly comes up a lot, but she downplays it every time. You ask about him, and she gets defensive. He's just a friend. Why are you being so insecure? Understand this. If you're being accused of insecurity for noticing a pattern, you're likely being gaslighted. A high-value man doesn't argue about her right to have friends. He simply watches the emotional proximity. If the energy shifts and attention starts moving towards someone else, that's all he needs to know. 4. Intimacy feels forced or disappears. Physical touch used to be natural. Now it feels robotic. If it happens at all, the kisses are quick. The hugs feel hollow. The sex? It's either rare or completely disconnected. The first step? Control the only thing you ever truly had control over: yourself. 1. Don't confront her in weakness. Observe in silence. Most men, upon suspecting cheating, explode. They demand answers, show screenshots, and plead for honesty. But this emotional reaction only gives her power. A Stoic man does the opposite. He detaches, he watches, he lets the silence speak louder than his suspicion. You're not avoiding the truth. You're preparing for it to reveal itself without your interference. Because when a woman is lying, your calmness will shake her more than any confrontation. 2. Don't chase, don't fix. Withdraw with grace. When you withdraw your emotional attention, 2 things happen. If she was testing boundaries, she'll feel the void and recalibrate. If she's emotionally invested elsewhere, your silence makes her realize you're not as replaceable as she thought. Most men make the mistake of over-explaining trying to fix it, proving their loyalty, only to lose self-respect in the process. A Stoic man knows, if you have to convince someone to stay, they've already left. 3. Reclaim your energy and identity. You gave her your heart, your time, and your vision of the future, but now it's time to redirect all of that into you. This is where the modern Stoic man rises. Get back into the gym, reconnect with purpose, focus on work, legacy, and your mission, because your identity is not tied to her loyalty. It's forged in your own actions. In every betrayal, there's a rebirth waiting, if you're strong enough to seize it. 4. Set the boundary. Not with her, but with yourself. The most powerful boundary isn't the one you set with her, it's the one you set with yourself. You say, if I feel emotionally unsafe, disrespected, or dishonored, I walk. No begging, no long talks, no revenge. Just standards. A woman who cheats often does so with a man she believes has no boundaries. When you prove her wrong, everything changes. 5. Let karma work in silence. This is key. Don't seek revenge. Stoicism isn't about being passive. It's about understanding that the universe balances itself. And if she's betrayed you, if she's lied, if she's devalued you, her choices will create their own consequences. Your role isn't to make her regret it. Your role is to become a man she can never reach again. Silence is the sword. Dignity is the shield. Let karma finish the story you no longer need to be part of. The power move, what she expects versus what she gets. When a woman cheats or pulls away emotionally, she expects you to do one of 3 things. Beg for her back, explode in rage, fall apart in silence. She expects weakness, chaos, or submission. But when do you do none of that? When you stay calm, composed, emotionally unshaken, she feels something she never expected. Respect. Because power, real power, isn't loud. It's a silent presence. It's walking away without fanfare. It's rebuilding without revenge. It's smiling while you rebuild an empire she can't enter again. And that's what Stoic masculinity is about. The final lesson. You may have loved her deeply. You may have pictured a life, a future, a family. But love without respect is slavery. And trust once broken can only be rebuilt with honesty, not excuses. If she's cheated, if she's pulled away, if you've seen the signs when your soul knows the truth, believe it. Not because you're insecure, but because your peace matters more than your pride. A woman who cheats always leaves signs. The question isn't whether you see them. The question is, do you respect yourself enough to act on what you see? Choose self-respect over fantasy. Choose clarity over confusion. Choose peace over chaos. Let her go. Let karma speak. Let your silence say everything that your words never needed to. Final call to action. If this video hits you deep, it's because you've been there. Or maybe you're there right now. You're not alone. Drop a comment with the words, "I choose clarity," if you're walking in truth from this point forward. Hit like if this message gave you strength. Subscribe for more Stoic power, weekly masculine wisdom, and emotionally intelligent insights that cut through the noise. Stay grounded, stay powerful, stay Stoic.